Minutes,
Okay.
maybe.
All right. What's up, you all? Welcome to another fun-filled show. I'm your host. He is Blanchard, aka Free Blanche, aka Blanche Stradamus, aka Blanchy Kruger, and we have a special guest here today. He has a limited time schedule, so we're going to jump right into it. We have a special guest here today, and it's the guy from the video yesterday, the guy that was called the Haitian Uncle, the guy that was called the Pat Down Norbit, the guy that was accused of having stanky breath and being musty, the guy that was a catfisher. So we have that guy on right now. Oh, and he was saying that he was flexing with a Bentley Continental GT. But let's just get right into it. Let's just get right into it. Here we go.
Thank you, Blanche. Appreciate you, brother.
And welcome to the show, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you feeling?
I'm feeling well. No, he's not Haitian. He's not Haitian. He's not Haitian. He's not Haitian.
No, I'm Black American.
He's not Haitian. So what's your name, sir?
Greg. Greg's the name.
So, Greg, I'm gonna start playing a little clip from her video, and then I want you to respond, to what she's saying in the video. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be muted in and out, so I got you.
Okay.
All right.
So for a few months, me and this guy keep matching on this dating site, right? But me, after a week, if we don't speak, I immediately unmatch, right? So finally, last week, we matched again and he finally spoke, right? He's like, "You're so beautiful," or whatever, "I'd love to take you out." So we exchanged numbers for us to go out. Mind you, I didn't have any reservations because the conversation on the phone seemed very productive. He seemed very attentive and all that. And for like days leading up to our date, he was checking in, like the good mornings, all of that. Like communication was beautiful. So he tells me he wants us to meet at Yard House, right? So I get there and I made it there before him. So I'm waiting inside. I didn't know, and I think he didn't know that you needed a reservation. So we ended up maybe waiting like 20 minutes, right? So
Now, I'm gonna say this. Now you don't need a reservation at Yard House. I don't know why she said that. I don't know why she said that, but I just
I'm gonna let you keep rolling, but
okay.
I'll comment on it in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't say she was beautiful, by the way. Let's get that shit out the way. But go ahead.
Okay.
I got the text threads.
Okay.
Go ahead.
when he walked up to me, the person I saw in person was not the person from the profile, right? Now let me show you the profile pictures. Now it's very important to pay attention to the age. On the profile it says 44. Talking to him, he said he's 45. So you know your girl is very thorough. So of course I ran a background check on him and it came up that he's 48 years old, right? But he's still hanging on to the lie that he's 45 years old. So after a few minutes of waiting, I get a tap on my shoulder. And when I turn around, instantly I get fucking pissed, okay? Because the person that was in front of me is not the person from the profile, right? So, you know when your face get hot? Like when I get mad, my face gets hot and then it goes down to my chest. Instantly, I felt my mood was changing. And I was like, oh my God, I'm already here. Let me not be a bitch and see this through. Let me try to make it through this, right? Now.
And you want to stop?
You say what now?
You want to chime in?
So, okay. So number one, because she mentioned something regarding the age. I told her that on the phone, that was wrong. Let's move forward.
So you told her that your real age?
Over the phone, yeah, because she asked me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. We can fast forward though. In regards to you turned around and you were shocked. You might have been shocked because you seen the hair. As of course I look different today, right? Now let's keep it a buck. When I turned around and I seen the bubble jacket and the hunchback of Notre Dame silverback, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So maybe we both were off kilter.
Okay, so both of y'all had complaints.
Yeah, but I didn't voice my complaints particularly.
Okay.
I didn't voice my complaints in regards to, oh shit, baby girl is 5'6", 5'7", 250, middle linebacker.
Okay,
I'm not in the bashing session, but go ahead.
So we have a question. So Willie Doc asked, did she eat anything besides salad?
Not that I recall. It looked like small portions of stuff to some degree. I mean, I think I had like calamari, maybe lettuce wraps, which I should have probably passed on to her more than likely, to be honest. I mean, but it is what it is.
So she ordered things a la carte. I mean, what did she eat? Because I said she didn't eat a salad.
She ate, I'm trying to remember, because she had like a small appetizer, I recall, and it was something else under entrees. I can't remember because it's been like probably about 3 weeks since that happened.
Okay.
Actually, maybe longer than 3 weeks, close to 3 weeks or so, 3 to 4.
Okay. So initially, when you all met, she wasn't really impressed with you, or you weren't really impressed with her.
I wasn't impressed with what I seen because it looked like she was having difficulty like with her speech, maybe because she has a lisp, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
But at the same time, it didn't, what I seen in person wasn't necessarily what I saw online, particularly.
Got you.
Now, she posted a picture of me with the sunshades and the t-shirt, fine and dandy. Take the glasses off, I'm the same particular person for the most part.
Okay.
But I wasn't gonna come out the mouth and be like, oh, you look a little different in that dress in the green. Now I had no idea about, she mentioned something about losing weight and things of that particular nature at one juncture. I didn't know it was massively like that though.
Okay.
Totally different. Not that I'm gonna judge you any differently, particularly, but still at the same time, I was like, interesting, particularly. I don't know nothing about this Bentley GT shit she talking about either.
Okay, so hold on for the Bentley. So we have a super chat from UK the Joker, aka you know who that is, right?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Okay,
he looks familiar.
Okay, he says, "What up, B.O. Snap? What up, Catfish, man?" So he just wanted to give you a shout out.
I appreciate you, young man. I appreciate you. Good shit.
Anyway, so let's just get back to her video real quick, and then because I want you to respond to some things that she said.
Pictures on the profile are so deceiving because in person, this man looked like he's mid-50s. Like, he had everybody's Haitian uncle's shirt on with the 2 pockets in front. He had an overgrown afro that he patted down looking like Norbit. He walked in with glasses. He had that shirt on, jeans, and some fucking church shoes. I was mortified because, when I go out, I put that shit on. I was pissed.
Please tell me that she's over-exaggerated with that fit.
Okay, so number one, wasn't dress shoes. let's get, they were black Kohans.
Okay, black Kohans, okay.
Black pants, Banana Republic, blue shirt, pockets. Gotcha.
So Kohan shoes, Banana Republic pants, and shirt.
Shirt, Banana Republic. Pants is just like regular casual black pants.
Okay. So it wasn't
basically coordinated in color, if that makes sense.
Okay, so she over-exaggerated the outfit, how bad it was.
I mean, shit, she over-exaggerated herself. The fuck is we talking about? She over-exaggerated herself. I mean, I didn't know I was gonna meet someone that's going through all these different particular changes, and then you also later. Go ahead though. We'll go through and wrap it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
So, me being me, while he's talking to the hostess, I hit up the fucking group chat, okay? I let them bitches know that y'all need to call in an emergency in 30 minutes, okay? I had a backup emergency for my emergency, okay? Because if one person didn't come through, I know the other 2 will. And of course, I took a picture and showed them what this man looked like because they thought I was joking. And this is what he looks like in person. And let me just show you the group chat real quick. So as the date progresses, he is giving me googly eyes. He's telling me how he's the luckiest man in the restaurant and that I'm so beautiful. Meanwhile, I'm trying to make my fucking exit, but we're seated too far from the exit.
Hold on, I got to stop right here. So I got to ask you about this. So help me out.
The Lucky Charms shit you talking
about? So you was making googly eyes?
Googly eyes? What is googly eyes? I mean, please. Okay. So understand, right? Before you move forward, Blanche, right? In person, that has to be some type of filter, some sort to make her look lighter. She's not that light in person.
Okay.
Definitely much browner. Definitely quite a bit of like makeup, eyelashes, which can be understandable, but it shouldn't be that much of a differential where it's like, okay, it's borderline like either you dark skin or you like poppycock.
Okay.
You feel me?
So she got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson, and then she got a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson.
Hey.
So you saying from the online profile to in person was totally different?
It was probably about 30. It was probably, I would say, really, if I had to give it a percentile, I'll say it was probably about 35, 40% accurate at most.
Now people are going to ask questions.
Now understand. I mean, again, that don't mean I can't sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna turn around because it ain't what I expected to potentially see. At least not into the manner of I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and post some stuff online, X, Y, Z, yada yada yada.
So basically, you gave it a chance. You gave it a chance, basically.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, you
definitely gave it a chance. And even with the text thread,
is that a dog? Is that a dog in the background? What's that noise in the background?
That was just part of my alarm. Some alarm. It ain't no dog. I ain't got no dogs.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but I would say in general, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sound something in the background though.
Oh, okay. So I would say this. I lost my train of thought.
So like somebody's screaming now.
Right. I can cut the TV down. So basically, I would say this. It definitely was 30%, 30 to 40% in regards to what I expected to see.
Okay.
Now the camera.
Hold on, Greg. Can you cut the TV like turn the volume off on the TV?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, cut it all the way off. I mean, like somebody getting chopped up over there, man.
Hold on 1 second.
He got them same pants on, y'all. He got the same pants on, y'all. Listen, do y'all hear that in the background? Sound like somebody getting beat up. Listen to it. This man got a TV on in the next room. He's not even watching. Boy, this is good. Boy, this is cold. You okay? He being drug off, y'all. You okay, Greg? Listen, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I saw a Christmas tree. I saw a Quick Trip cup. I hope he's okay, man. Somebody said LARPing for cash said first 48. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's relocating. Well, I think we lost him for a second. So to recap what he said that he didn't mention anything about a Continental Bentley GT. He said he wasn't making googly eyes. He did tell her she was beautiful. His outfit was over exaggerated. He didn't have on the church shoes and all that. And he said that he was catfished as well. He said he saw her online. She looked light skinned. He saw her in person. She was dark skinned. So he said he didn't know what happened. What is it called? Vitiligo. He didn't know she had vitiligo. He didn't know what happened to her. But Greg,
Hold on. Can you hear
okay,
me?
okay, we was worried about you.
Nah, my bad. Go ahead. I'm trying to pull up the video, the camera again. Go ahead. Go. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of what she said, according to him, was cap. And we're going to get into how much cap it actually was when we get done going through this video. Anyway, so that's the recap. He said that obviously she had surgery. She had the BBL surgery. She lost a lot of weight. But he said even with the lost weight, she was still
bulky even after that.
Yeah, she was still, he said she was still bigger than him. And he said he's not bashing her. Now listen, you all, for me to, I'll be honest with you real quick. I reached out to her to come on to the show because I felt like if they both sat down, it'd be a great conversation. But she was scared to come on. She thought I was going to be some kind of red pill guy and I was going, I don't know, ambush. I don't know what she thought, but she was scared to come on, which I found crazy because you weren't scared to put him on blast, but you were scared to come on the show. It's just crazy. But anyway.
She wasn't scared to ask for $200 either.
We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're about to get to it right now.
Far from the bathroom, right? This man looks at me and says, "Thank God you look like your pictures, because if you didn't, I would have had to get up and leave." Bitch, I know you lying. When I tell you, God is working on me because the way I refrained from going in on him, I was a lady, and y'all would be so proud of me. So then he asked me, "Why is such a beautiful girl like you single?" I looked at him and said, "Because a lot of men nowadays like to lie." And he's like, "Lie about what?"
Man, why you tell that girl that? Why did you tell that girl? Why is a beautiful girl like you single? Why you tell that girl that? Why?
I don't recall ever telling a woman she's beautiful. Let's get that out the way. God damn it.
You said you did say she was beautiful though earlier. You said she was beautiful.
No, I said she was appealing. I never say she was beautiful.
I think you said.
I'm basing all this prior to the meeting on what I'm seeing online.
Okay.
On the app, rather.
So not in person.
Not in person, though.
Got you. Okay, got you. Clayton Bigsby said you were in the lobby of the Red Lobster. Is that true?
No. He's on the lobby of the Red Lobster. Go ahead, though. No.
All right. Come on, man.
I was like, for starters, especially when you meet men online, they portray to be something that they're not. They lie about their age. They mislead you with their pictures. And, their lifestyle and all of that. He proceeds to tell me that he has a beautiful lifestyle and he would love to take care of me. And he has a Bentley Continental, but he had his driver drop him off, which he does have money, right? He does have money. But bitch, I can't do
it. Please. Okay. So did you tell this woman that you was going to take care of her?
That's a hell fucking no.
Okay, second question.
Yes.
Did you tell her that you had a Bentley Continental GT with a driver?
No. Now, listen to me. I actually got dropped off by a driver that day because I was flying back in town that day. No mention of a Bentley Continental. And people that know the vehicle that I drive, it ain't nowhere near no fucking Bentley Continental. That motherfucker's old.
Right.
That motherfucker's old. I prefer to, flip my money in other areas rather than a vehicle, particularly. Which it looked like I don't know if the woman did some research and found out some of the things I do. I don't know, but ain't no cash grab here, but we'll continue.
She looked you up. She said you got money though. So, she said it.
I cannot fucking do it. I don't know how these girls be doing it with Makilla Gorilla, but I could not do it with this man. Okay. So I'm trying to get through the date. Then after I told him about the age and the lying thing, he's like, "Well, it's just a little white lie." I was like, "Well, if you lie about little things, you'll lie about big things, won't you?" So he goes, "Well, I'm not lying. I told you that was my age." I was like, "Oh, okay. But as soon as I find out the truth, I'm out." Another important thing I did not tell you, bitch. This man's breath smelled like fucking shit. And to mask it, he had on this musk. It was like this I don't know, it was a strong, earthy musk that I just did not like the scent, right? So I'm sitting across from him, but I positioned myself diagonally so he's talking to the side of my face because I didn't want to keep inhaling his breath, right? That was the longest half an hour of my life, okay? So when my food.
So, so she mentioned your breath. She said your breath was hot, and she said your cologne was a musk. It was like it was cologne with musk, and it was a musk. So, can you tell us about your breath and the cologne?
Well, I can't mention the breath. I can tell you the cologne is Chanel Blue or Joe Malone. That's the only thing I wear.
Okay, so Chanel or Joe?
That's it.
Okay.
Now I've never encountered a lady who said Chanel was musky.
Okay.
Particularly, she didn't really smell like nothing.
Okay.
It wasn't
Well,
like
I noticed
What?
you don't have too many bad things to say about her. I'm noticing you're not really going in on her. You're like,
Let me say this, right? I mean, sometimes you got to take the high road. And I'm trying to find that address, but at the same time, after I saw some of the video even further, I'm like, come on, I'm not gonna call the woman out her name, anything like that. But at the same token, any issue you had, you could have addressed prior to you sending a text about needing some money.
okay.
Clearly, it didn't bother you until I guess Sunday. I hear about I'm getting messages like, "Hey, your shit didn't went viral." I'm like, "Fuck is y'all talking about? Something went viral." Now, I mean, if she woke up on a Sunday morning and had dinner with the devil the night before, maybe she said, "Hey, I won't go out here and post some crazy shit and post this or whatever." I don't know when it got posted technically, but it's ironic that it happened after the whole, as I would call it, a little shakedown per se.
So you're saying that this young lady, and I have something right here. You're saying that this young lady texted you and asked you for $200 after the date?
No. So this text that came in, I guess, last Thursday,
Okay.
particularly. Now, mind you, if you look at the dates, right, you got November 27th. Okay.
That's Thanksgiving.
A week later, you text about getting some money. Nowhere in this thread are you saying, I had a bad date, hygiene was bad, whatever this cockamamie bullshit story she been talking about, right?
Yeah.
Now you withheld that from this whole soliloquy you went into. Plain and simple. Now,
so you're saying it's ironic that when she was asking you for money, she wasn't complaining about the date.
no,
It's
she didn't complain about the date at all.
So it's only when you didn't give her the money is when she went on the video and did the video.
Correct. Because if you look, really, that's why I said I'm gonna keep the receipts. And I said this because if you're gonna send me a message on a Thursday, then 3 days later, what's prompting you to post a video 3 days later? You could have posted a video.
So great. There are two questions,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna read the text for you all. You say Happy Thanksgiving. She says thank you, same to you. Then a week later, she says, "Good morning. Are you able to give me $200 for me to go to urgent care?" And again, this is urgent care. She had another BBL surgery or something.
She had another BBL surgery, and this was, I guess, probably right before Thanksgiving.
Okay. So
it has to be somewhere around that particular time, particularly.
Okay, so now people are asking the question. They're saying that, first of all, did you have intercourse with this woman?
No.
Okay, and I guess second question was, did you give her the money?
Well, first of all, look, even if I'm piping her down, she probably wasn't gonna get no fucking money.
Okay.
That's not a license for you to get some bread out of me. Not at all. That just comes with the territory.
Okay.
Got you. What's your second question?
It was the money question, and the answer is no. You didn't give her any money. So
no, never gave her any money. Nothing mentioned about Cash App and things of that particular nature. Nah, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Mm-mm.
The first thing I do, food, okay?
But I am
I
intrigued
was
in
done,
regards.
and he
Go
was
ahead.
still.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm definitely intrigued into the research she did and things of that nature. Because I do kind of live more of a lower low key profile to
Yeah.
some degree.
Yeah.
Because people don't even know what you're doing. You know, I don't really be on social media, things of that nature, for a reason, particularly. You know,
Okay.
unfortunately, you know, went on the app, you know, ran into this one right here. You know, hey, you can't duck all the silverbacks, brother. Can't.
So what's the app called?
Bumble.
Bumble. Okay, Bumble.
Yes. Yes.
They need to call it Stumble, because that's what it sounds like happened. From Bumble to Stumble.
Stumbling. Stumbling. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Let's continue.
Messing around with his food. The waitress kept coming by. She's looking at the table and then leaving because she said she sees he's still eating, right? So of course she's not going to come and interrupt us. She asked us twice if everything was okay, and then she left. I kept trying to get her attention so she could bring us the fucking check, but this girl, oh my god, yo. So then he calls the driver to bring the car around, and he's like, where'd you park? I was like, well, I parked upstairs, because you know me. I am not going to go on a first date without driving. You're not going to know where I live. He's like, well, I really wanted to pick you up, but I knew you wouldn't feel comfortable with that. So, but I know next time I could send a driver for you, and you know, you don't have to worry, because I wouldn't want you driving this far this time of night. You're not going to see me again, sir. So we get to my car, and I don't even wait for him to be a gentleman to open my car door. I immediately open my driver's side door, and I place it between us. So I am in the position to get in the car, and he's on the other side. And he's like, I really had a great time. We need to do this again. So then he's like, can I have a hug? And I gave him a hug. Thank God he did not try to kiss me, because I would have lost it. I would have lost it.
So it sounds like, according to her, that even at the end of the night, you were still feeling her. Like you still wanted to make sure she got home. You wanted to pay for her to get home. You wanted to give her a hug, possible kiss. I'm just based on what she's saying, she was like totally turned off by you, but you were still interested in her.
Well, she didn't express an attitude of she just wasn't necessarily interested. Two,
Okay.
I'm not gonna kiss a woman on the first date. I don't know what the fuck is on your mouth. I just ain't doing it. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
I ain't doing it.
Okay.
But go ahead.
It was bad enough that I hugged him, because the smell of his musk was not, and that musk was disgusting. The whole drive home, I could smell it on me, and I'm like, I need to wash this shit off of me, because nobody should be wearing that shit. Fuck. So after this experience, I have officially removed myself from the dating pool, okay? No, thank you. I am not interested. I am content where I am. No, it's not for me. Nope.
So her experience with you has prompted her to leave the dating apps, the dating scene. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. And if y'all don't know by now, I know this guy. I've known him for at least 20 years, 20 plus years. I know this guy. So I know this guy very well. This is a good friend of mine. And y'all haven't noticed. But based on what you're telling me and based on what she's saying, I don't see why she would want to put you on blast. Because you didn't, to me, according to what you said on the date, you didn't actually do anything to warrant to be put on blast. As I mentioned, that someone from the gym said yesterday, that what if you had mental health issues? Like, what if you were suffering from something mental or low self-esteem or anything, and this sent you over the edge? I just think that it's not really a real reason to put you on blast. I can understand if you threw a drink in her face, if you cussed her out, if you stood her up, if you did something, but she just did this based off of appearance. Like just based on the way you looked, and I guess apparently the way you smelled, prompted her to go online. But this is after she asked you for some money. The crazy part is she asked you for $200, like we playing Monopoly, pass go, get 200. She don't get the 200, and she gonna take you to social media. And I thought that was insane. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Be honest with you. This picture is crazy.
It is crazy now that I look at it. It's crazy.
Greg, you need to, Greg, this picture needs to be somewhere in your house, and you need to say, don't ever look like this again. I don't care what you got to do. This look right here. Not this one.
Let me give you, because I think I might have mentioned this to, I know a couple friends of mine from the gym and co-workers I worked with the last couple of years that know, probably about a year and a half ago or so, my mom had cancer, lost hair. So when she was losing hair, I started growing my hair subsequently. Now, what I can do, generally about every 3-4 months or so, I cut it off, donate it maybe to like Locks of Love or children with hair loss, them type of organizations particularly. She's not knowing any of this shit particularly, right? That's why I kind of laugh about it, because I'm like, if you see me in the picture with no hair, now I got hair, could be for a reason, whatever the case may be.
Right.
In regard to her not being in a dating pool, she don't need to be in a dating pool.
But Greg, hold on, Greg, slow down real quick. So you're telling me that you were growing the hair out for a worthy cause?
Correct.
Okay, so it was more sentimental because your mother had cancer, and then I got you. So it was more symbolism than why you were growing your hair out.
Correct.
Okay.
Like even if she would have mentioned something in regards to the hair, like, oh, you got a bush, you got a afro, whatever, then I would have went into, the purpose and meaning behind it. Because those who know me know I've always had a low cut hairstyle for the most part. But in relation to her she don't need to be in a dating pool. Why would a woman like that need to be in a dating pool? Particularly, you went, did whatever work you wanted to do. You upgraded your body to some degree. I mean, you went from, I guess, I don't know, the picture that I seen, because I didn't even know the girl had an IG. One IG picture looked like Hungry Hippo. Now she looked like Effa. I don't fucking know. But at the same time, I'm like, the woman made some upgrades. Great. I ain't gonna knock you. Not at all. No, I'm not here for a whole bashing session. I ain't, not at all. But for her to say the things, go ahead though.
So I'm gonna say this right again. I'm gonna say that if you get into the dating market, in my opinion, you should be trying to get married. In my opinion, if you say I want to start dating, you're thinking about marriage. And so I would tell her and any other person that was talking about dating, if you're not ready to get married, looking for a husband or a wife, you probably shouldn't get into the dating market, because what's going to happen is you're going to go out there and have a bunch of bad experiences. Mm-hmm. But in her case with you, I don't think she had a bad experience. I think she made the experience worse than what it was, just based on expectations. And honestly, she could have asked you what happened from your profile picture to now. She could have and you could have told her, listen, my mom had cancer. I was growing my hair out because she lost her. Like, you could have broke it down for her. But again, she didn't really care, because she's shallow herself. She's getting a BBL because she wants to go out there and stunt on people and stunt. And so I don't think she's even looking for anything genuine and real in the dating market anyway, if I can be honest. I don't think she's in the dating market to find a husband. I don't. I think she's going to the dating market to go out, to be seen, to possibly be saved. I don't know. That's just my opinion of her.
Well, I will say this, right? If you're going to hit me up a week later with no contact and ask for money, that means you weren't even really trying to consider me on a serious level anyway, which is fine. Everybody got their own preferences. Everybody,
right?
You like what you like at a particular time. I just didn't voice my concerns through social media in regards to what I was disappointed in seeing.
Right.
That's all it is from that particular standpoint. So, I mean, good riddance. I mean, I ain't lose much. I mean, hey, I probably saved a lot more by having that one encounter rather than having 4 or 5 and some other stuff happen.
Yeah.
Where you losing more time and more money. And, even to the gentleman to go out there and date, you just got to probably vent more I mean, excuse me, not vent, but vet more for sure to make sure that you're dealing with a somewhat quality lady, you know, because unfortunately, at least in our community, they don't really raise ladies to be wives. And a lot of times, a lot of these guys don't think about being husbands either, really, in regards to taking on that responsibility. So that's just what we're dealing with. It's a catch-22.
Yeah, and I would say this too. I would say that her intentions were revealed when she asked you for that money out the blue. And like, so to me, her putting that video up makes it doubly offensive because she didn't want to deal with you anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't want to deal with you anyway. So to ask you for money and to not get the money, then get mad and put you on social media and put you on blast, to me is doubly offensive. But I talk about women with bad behavior. I talk about women feeling entitled, talk about feminism, talk about all of these things, because what happens is that these women get unearned attention. They go on social media and they get unearned attention, and it warps their brain. It warps their mind because they think they actually deserve the attention. And in actuality, you're getting attention because of you're either providing some kind of content, or it's a bunch of women that feel insecure like you hyping you up, or some guys that are thirsty hyping you up. I'm not saying that's you.
No. I mean, you have to understand too, we have gotten to a point in society where we not only, I mean, we are the most overweight or obese country in the world. We've gotten to a point where basically they not only accept certain things being certain ways, but they almost encourage it, you know, because they don't say, you know, if you even try to, you know, shame a woman, you're going to get backlash. 100%. But if you big and tall and 6'4", 340, they don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying, that's just what it is. That's the reality of it, particularly. So it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, Greg. So I'm gonna say this, right? So I'm glad, because I was going in yesterday, but I'm glad that you cleared some things up, because I was basing on what she was saying was true. But I'm so relieved and so happy that she was lying, because I don't know you to be that kind of guy, not like that. And also, Greg, I just didn't like the way that she tried to put you on blast and ruin your social, what's the word, like social dating market status? I don't know.
Like
market
footprint, particularly?
Yeah, you know, basically like, you know, you go viral in the city that you live in, and she lives here too. You go viral and your name is Mud. You know, you're the guy with the Norbit pat down fro. You're the Haitian uncle. You're the guy with the stanky breath. You're the guy with the bad body. Like think about it. Like, you're the guy, and she said it in a way to where nobody want to date you. It's almost like she tried to just destroy your social credit score, so to speak, social dating.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
And so, to me, it was just wrong. Like, it was wrong, and it was malicious. And she could have told that story without putting your pictures up. That was the thing. She put your pictures up, and so I was doubly offended for you, because I know, based on her, no character, no honor, no principles, I just know the fact that she made that video tells me everything about her.
But understand this, not to cut you off, right? So someone in past or even present has highlighted her to the point where she feels like she's arrived after doing all this thousands of dollars of work. Okay. To me, it's like the cheat code. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to eat right. You don't want to change your habits. You're going to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to keep getting what you got. Instead, you went to cut them up in Mexico or wherever the fuck she went to get the work done. And now you feel like, oh, I'm the fucking prize. No, this bitch ain't no prize. Let's keep it a buck. She ain't nowhere near no fucking prize at all when you acting in that particular fashion. That's all. Not in the least bit. Yeah, you blacked out like me, Blanche.
No, my bad. I called some phlegm up. You started talking about her. Listen, so I'm gonna say this, right? I think in these moments, and be honest with you, these are teachable moments. And my thing for you is, what would you want constructively? constructively, positively, what would you want to tell her?
I would say be transparent and honest. If that's how you felt when we got to XYZ location and said, hey, you know what? I ain't feeling it. I'm going to leave. I'm cool with it. Fine. I'm cool with it. She ain't rocking with Cooley High, Haitian Jack, whatever the fuck she was calling me. Cool with it. I'm good. Ain't like that shit ain't gonna get cut off. It ain't gonna stop my movement whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, not at all. No,
we have a super sticker here.
Not a least bit.
From Michelle. She says, pray you find that special woman, Greg. You seem like a decent man. You didn't deserve that, honestly. You dodged the bullet. I mean, I agree. And the problem is, though.
Thank you, Michaela. Yeah. Is that me, Michaela?
Yeah, that's Michelle.
Michelle, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
the new Michelle.
Okay.
But and she's actually married, just had a child not too long ago. So
congratulations.
She's a good woman, very, very honorable woman, very godly woman. I mean, just, and again, what women don't understand is it's easy for a guy to tell whether or not you are this wife material or you are not. It's not difficult for a guy to tell. And if I could talk to the young lady, I would tell her that the first thing she has to do is she has to not believe the hype. Like me, right? I wake up every day and I know I have shortcomings. I got things I got to improve on. So I'm never waking up thinking I've arrived, I've made it. No, there's always work to do. So you always got to keep a humble spirit. There's always work to do. You still got to be fighting to be your better version of yourself. All of these things. And so for her to get that surgery and to think that that's going to be the fix all be all, it's not. Because guess what? You got the surgery. You had 2 surgeries and you left the dating market. Think about that. Think about you had 2 surgeries and the end result is you won't date no more. So clearly the surgery wasn't the issue, it's you. It's not the surgery. And people think, well, if I just get married, it's gonna fix my problems. If I just get pregnant, it's gonna fix my problems. If I just get this job, it's gonna fix my. If I just do this one thing, it's gonna fix my problem. But in actuality, Greg, you know and I know the problem is in here, and nothing out here, can fix it. So you got to fix this, then you can enjoy life. But yeah,
I mean, nobody in the world is perfect. We have to self-improve every single day, 100%. I'm gonna tell you one of the more, and I had this conversation with a coworker earlier today. I said, why do y'all keep acting like tomorrow is promised? Like you're gonna be at optimal level every day.
Right.
You gotta maximize your time on a daily basis. Even if whether you want to see 50, 80, 25, whatever. No, tomorrow ain't given. This shit ain't no guarantee out here whatsoever. But I lost I lost about $75 or whatever.
Hold on, Greg.
Go ahead.
Paul said he thought you might be Somali.
Somalian, no. He got jokes. Okay. Somalian. Oh man.
Now Tierra said that Jesus is the answer, and I agree. And I talked about it yesterday, Greg. I said a man has to put God first, then his purpose, then the woman. And I speak for myself. The problem I've had in my life is I never put my purpose behind God. So in other words, it may have been kind of God, living this life, women, all that. Then it was the purpose that I never got to. But I'm telling men now that it needs to be God, purpose, then the woman. And I say that because you're not going to be able to properly even love the woman or deal with the woman unless it's in that order. Otherwise, you put her out of order, it's going to be chaos. And so I think in your case, Greg, you liked her, you thought she was cool, y'all spoke on the phone, right?
Multiple times, yep.
Multiple times, good conversation. So you're thinking, okay, it's cool. I mean, you might have forgot about the afro, the pat down, but you went out thinking, okay, right. we built up a rapport, let's enjoy ourselves. And it's
Correct.
crazy that y'all went on a date and she asked you for some money, which is crazy.
Well, and like I said before, between the Thanksgiving period to the time asking for the money, even in that period, you could have said something as it relates to, hey, you know what, last date was okay, but I didn't like your hygiene. Bet. Not one time in the text thread, not one time do you say anything about these issues.
Okay, can I say this too to the ladies? Listen, ladies.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Listen, ladies. Sometimes you are going to have to talk to your man. When I say talk to him, like sit him down and look him in the face and talk to him. So in other words, it's okay to tell a guy that you think he's slipping in this area. It's okay. Like, so in other words, if I come up to you and my breath is stinking, if you tell the guy that his breath stinks, he'll make sure it never stinks again. Guys don't get that offended about you wanting them to improve on themselves. It's just the way you say it, though.
You know, it's ironic you said that, because not to cut you off, but in most cases, even when you go out and date, most women, they won't say it, but they feel like they're finished products.
Yeah.
They don't feel like there's much room for self-improvement. Whereas with men, we always have to self-improve, add more value, things of that nature. 100%, 100%.
Yeah, and I think that's the big problem, in that men have to constantly, and I'll admit myself, over the past 5 years, I really stopped improving myself to the point where it got real bad. So I'm being honest here, and I realized that as a man, that's what keeps us going, is that we are constantly pushing the envelope, trying to get better, trying to conquer new things. That's what keeps a man a man. And so I had stopped doing that, and I suffered for it. But you are right. Women come to the dating market thinking that they're finished products, because everything around them is telling them that they're already finished products. Their girlfriends, their friends, the TV, movies, everything, the Democrats, everybody's telling them.
The Democrats?
Hold up. Even now, conservatives. Now, a lot of them are feminists too, conservative women, but they're constantly getting told that they're better than what they are. They're better than men. They're good enough. All of these things. And so women don't even have a spirit of self-improvement. Like men, we're kind of forced to do it if we want to compete in this market, job market, dating market, whatever. But women kind of think they're finished products, and they think it for a long time. And I think it's a problem. I would say this by any woman that I meet and she's into self-improvement, I at least knows that she's on the path, that she recognizes that she needs to improve. And I will give her credit for that, because most women are not into self-improvement. They're into feeling good about themselves, meaning they're into doing things that feel good, but they're not really into self-improvement.
Well, understand this too, Blanche, is that you do have some dudes out there that'll drag down some quality women too.
Oh, listen to me.
Trust me. I see it in restaurants and bars all the time. Trust me. I see it regularly. They be like, oh, I came up. I'm like, nah, nigga, you ain't come up. You got some fucking work to do.
Right.
Really? Like, you got some work to do. I say, you don't outkick your fucking coverage. That's what I say. Don't outkick your coverage, brother.
Now listen.
You're going to be jacked up out here for real.
What you said is powerful. And I'm glad you said that. As a man, if you outkick your coverage, meaning that you land a woman that you don't qualify for, you got to level up. Not saying you got to lose the woman, but you got to level up. Meaning, if you know you don't meet her, listen, by the grace of God, you get her. She was feeling you that day, for whatever reason, you got her. You got to start leveling up. Because the worst thing it is for you to, like Greg said, is for her to fall for you. You start dragging her down. So I agree with him 1,000%. 1,000%. And honestly, as men, we should be constantly improving. We should be constantly improving, especially with relationship with God and our purpose. So 1,000. I'm glad you said, Greg, 1,000%. I'm glad you said that.
Well, I mean, understand this. Men need to understand too. Relationship accountability is key. 100%. So if that lady holding you accountable to a standard is based on character and integrity, then rock with it. Because that means she gives a shit. If she ain't telling you about yourself, more than likely she don't care. She's ready to catch on. She's ready to move on to the next train station.
Right.
That's pretty much how it is for the
Right.
most part, you know?
Right.
So, it's unfortunate, particularly. So, hey.
But listen,
young lady, go ahead, though.
But I think that I think it's always a teachable moment right here. And I think that men and women can learn from this. I think that men and women need to have, first of all, good intentions when they go out into the dating market anyway. It needs to be good. So it shouldn't be the intent to just go out there and sleep with somebody or come up on some money. It should be a genuine intent as to why you want to go out on a date with somebody. And from back to the male perspective, as a man, though, it's our job to set the standard. It's our job to lead. And it's our job to be what the woman is coming to learn from, to grow from. So that's our job, is to teach her. And actually, we're tasked with making her better according to the Bible. So I would say that if you're not ready for that task as a man, you probably shouldn't be dating. And so I look at dating a lot different now than I did before, because now I realize that it's an assignment. And that young lady still is God's daughter. She has to be handled accordingly. So somebody asked a question. They said, I see Jesus being a difference in all of this. Either of them down with Jesus? This is a question for you. Any of y'all down with Jesus?
I follow God 100%.
Okay. So did I answer y'all
I
question?
can't speak. You know what's funny is that I know I did it particularly, but now that I think it's funny, it came up and I don't even think the broad blessed her food.
Well, she said she inhaled it, so I doubt it's hard to want to.
No. Don't shortchange it. The lady said she tried it. She inhaled breath or odor, whatever this was particularly.
She said she inhaled her meal. So she wanted to leave.
Okay.
Because she wanted to leave.
Heard.
Okay, so Prudence wants to know, do you follow Jesus?
Yes.
Okay, is that answer your question?
I'm a righteous man. Does that answer his question? Well, I don't know.
Okay, so he said he followed Jesus. So she's saying, did you bless your food? I like food. Listen, Greg blesses his. Listen, y'all, I know him. Greg,
bless my food.
Over 20, he blesses food. He blesses food. Trust me, he blesses. Listen, Greg is a good guy, man. He's a good guy.
I try to be. Hey, we are all sinners trying to get better every day.
Yeah, we are trying to get better. We are.
Yeah.
We are.
I ain't no saint, not at all. None of us.
We are. So so Greg, anything, so are you done dating, or what you gonna do?
I'm gonna continue to date. I'm just gonna vet more. I mean, understand with the previous, mind you, this was almost 3-4 weeks ago, whatever, right? So understand, if you have good conversation with someone, then you, like you mentioned before, having a level of good rapport, you're going into it and trying to see, okay, is the conversation going to match in person?
Yeah.
When you're using that particular alternative way of meeting or platform, if that makes sense. That's all. But no, it ain't going to deter me at all. Not in the least bit. Mm-mm.
So so I guess the question is, they want to know if I told you about the videos. Let me say this. When I was sent the video by someone that we both know. Okay, let me explain to y'all. So there's guys at our gym. It's a group of us that play ball together. So it's like at least 20-some guys. And so I was sent something by a guy that we both know. He sent it to me. Then when I went to the gym, I got 100 folks running up to me telling me about this video. And so I didn't even see the video. I was shown the video. I don't think he even knew either. They had to tell him about the video. He didn't know either.
I actually found out yesterday afternoon, and that's when I don't say the person's name, but that's when they was like, look, you done gone viral. And then that's when somebody else hit me up. D hit me up, and he was like, he said, before you respond, you need to cut that fro. And I said, okay, no problem. He said, that shit was out of line. He said, but you still need to respond, but cut that fro first, and we'll handle the rest of the stuff later. I said, bet, got you. because I'm in the middle of, handling business stuff, and I start getting texts from like people in chats. And there's one group chat got like over 30 people in it. And they like, yo, what the hell going on? Like, what's this right here? All right, bet. And that's when I felt compelled to, like I said, yesterday I was working late at the business. I couldn't really do it last night, because last night would have been, but I'm glad it was a day later, because I would have probably overreacted and really went ham last night if it was last night. 100%.
Yeah. 100%. And also Tierra wants to know, why did you use wisdom on that dating app?
That's a good question. Truthfully, Tierra Barnes, sometimes the devil distracts you. Truthfully,
Yeah. I'm living witness.
I'm just saying, sometimes the devil will distract you. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that answer, because that's devil had me, so I ain't gonna. Yeah. I can't argue with that. And Denise said something that's very powerful, and I agree with her 100%. You should have grabbed her hand and blessed it together. I agree 1,000%. What I've learned from my last relationship is, because the Holy Spirit kept telling me to pray, and we should have done a lot more prayer together. And in my next relationship, I'm gonna do a lot more praying. And I agree 1,000% with Denise that if we are breaking bread with a young lady, that we should grab her hand and pray with her. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that 1,000%.
I will say that, and I won't say I do that on every date or what have you, but at the same time, I guess in that moment, to some degree, something was telling me, and maybe this could have been, God sending me signals like, you know what? Yeah, this ain't it right here. This is going to be a one and done. Like a kid coming out of high school, one and done. It's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. This ain't flowing right. It ain't. And sometimes you got to take the signals. Now, I mean, hey, you want to do whatever you want to do, get clickbait and all the other stuff. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. No problem. But I will be doing my research on this one for sure.
And I'm going to say this too, right, Greg? So for years, I believe that God did not get involved when it came to who we choose as a mate. I'm being honest. I thought that we choose the woman, as men, and then God blesses our choice. But what I learned is that no, God is involved in the entire process. God is involved in everything. And so that was my ignorance. And I didn't realize the importance of how much God has to be involved in the selecting the woman process and vetting the woman. So if your spirit is telling you something about a young lady, it's probably going to be correct. If it's giving you these red flags and things to not engage in, especially even when you saw her, she had a bubble coat on. I mean, the bubble coat is enough to be like, oh, you wearing a bubble coat I don't know. The bubble coat is a step right before bonnet. I don't know. Like
it was the bubble coat and then the ladder body. And I still let it slide. Like, okay, yeah, this ain't what was posted, particularly 100%. It was like a ladder. You go up, you go down. It ain't no left, right. It's a ladder structure, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I said on the last show, if you don't have any hips as a woman, you're going to gain weight above the waist. Hips, even distribution, no hips above the waist. So what happens is a lot of women, if they're not in shape, they become like muffin tops, where they're like big back, big arms, like superhero body, little, And so that's her shape. And I'll say this, that most women that get BBLs, they have a bad shape. That's why they get them, to try to mask the bad shape they have. But I would just say focus on being slimmer so it's not as noticeable. Prudence said, ask the next lady right up front, who do you say Jesus is? And that's a great cut to the chaser, because based on her answer, it lets you know whether you need to proceed forward or not.
Now, I'll let you go ahead with the super sticker. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, thank you, Anthony Nabrakia. Thank you. Go ahead.
How would Prudy question be different from just asking, do you believe in God? or do you believe in a higher power? You know what I mean? Because saying who do you say is Jesus, that can be very open ended. You know what I mean?
No, if you no. So in other words,
Go ahead.
if you say, how do you feel about Jesus? And she says, well, I'm not really into.
Oh, it's over with.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it's kind of cut and dry when it comes to like, because think about it, Jesus is that's the most controversial figure on the planet. So it's either people usually have a hot or cold response to it. Either they say, yeah, I love Jesus, or I'm spiritual. So if she says to you, I'm kind of,
No, it's over
no,
with. Yeah. Definitely ain't wife material, but even more importantly, it's just a aura and energy you don't need around yourself anyway.
Hold on.
That's when the devil creeps in.
Right. Hold on. Tiana said, if God didn't approve it, it probably didn't matter. Pray with God's choice. I agree. And Paul said that I believe that too, Blanche, but he's always testing us to make the right choice. Listen, I agree. And so I agree that testing to make the right choice is a part of it. And again, I never involved God when it came to dealing with women. This last relationship, though, I was praying to God about her, but I wasn't praying with her to God, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I was praying to her about her to God, but I wasn't praying with her to God. Anyway, my point is that I believe now that God has to be involved in everything, even to recognize a woman is your wife. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might meet a woman, you're like, man, I don't know about her. Even to get that kind of wisdom and discernment to even know she might be the one, you still got to kind of involve God and, obviously prayer, wisdom, and so, all this stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. I will say this based on that question, you're going to definitely disqualify quite a few ladies in the process. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Hold on. Diamone said, because even the polytheists believe in Jesus, to be a Christian, you specifically believe he is God in the flesh. That's right. And so that's why I say it's such a controversial term, not term, but figure. I don't know how I'm saying this. Such a controversial when we're talking about religious figures, because he's seen as God in the flesh. So that's like, most folks be like, no, I don't believe in that. And so because it's that extreme, most folks are going to give you a hard stance on Christ. Either they're going to say, I'm rocking with him all the way, or I'm religious, I'm spiritual, I believe in a higher power, and all that kind of crazy stuff.
So
real talk, Nikki said we would have to test the spirit, 1 John 4-1, even if they claim to be a believer. I agree. And you know what's crazy? Nikki? The spirit was tested, and I consistently got my answer. The crazy part about that scripture is the spirit was tested and I consistently got my answer.
What book is that from?
That was I'm sorry, Nikki, I just saw it was 1 John chapter 4 verse 1. 1 John chapter 4 verse 1. And then thank you, Anthony Labrakiak, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Greg, I don't want to hold you up any longer. I thank you for coming on. I want y'all to pray for my brother Greg here. Y'all keep me in your prayers. Because I know Greg wants to be married, wants to have a wife. So I want y'all to pray for him. And not just that, just for life in general. Greg is a good man. And when she posted that video, I didn't like that, because normally this ain't my real lane normally, but I do want to talk about relationship stuff more with men and women, bringing them on the show. I really do. And so this may be the start to that. But y'all keep Greg. Go ahead.
I was saying, no, it's definitely needed in our dating climate now, for sure. Yeah. But it still takes accountability on both sides if you really trying to go to the spiritual route of following God, man, woman, children.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
And so, yeah. And I think so too. I think that's why I want to have men and women on the show, because it needs to be accountability on both sides for men and the women. And so, yeah, I thank you for coming on, Greg. I really do. You've been a blessing today for the show. Folks didn't like me cursing, so maybe we can work on the cursing next time. I don't know, but
I'm sorry, my bad.
But yes, he does talk like that. This is how Greg talks, and and listen, y'all. I wanted Greg to be on the show and be comfortable. I don't want to be policing his speech. He's a grown man. I mean, I didn't want to be like, don't say. So I let Greg speak. I've known him for years. This is how he talks. Hopefully one day, we don't know, but listen, here go MD talking about, is that Norbit?
Hey, and you know what MD gonna say? MD gonna be like, man, I got you this weekend, man. Come on through. I got you, man. I'm gonna take care of you.
Oh man, but listen, y'all, it's a lot of us in this. A lot of us at the gym. It's like 20-some of us that are all friends. But anyway, listen, Greg, thank you so much.
Appreciate you, brother.
On the show, man. I love you, man, and I just thank you. And I believe that what she meant for evil, God is gonna make for good. And so I believe that this is going to elevate you in the dating market. I do. I'm going to post some of these clips of you talking, and hopefully, what she meant for evil will turn out in your favor. But listen, Greg, thank you so much for coming on. Any last words?
No, man, God bless everyone that was on the show. Appreciate you giving me the platform to, give my side of the story, minus the buckwheat hair, rascal hair and everything. But outside of that, it is what it is. It's a learned lesson, though. I'll say that it's a learned lesson. And I appreciate you, Slick. I'm going to talk to you later about this. Hey, your slick ass. Okay. All right.
All right, Greg. Listen, Greg. Thank you, Greg.
man.
All right, man.
God bless, night. Love you too, man.
All
Bye.
Right. All right, you all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. That's my boy, Greg. Oh, thank you so much, Tiana, for getting the Christ over culture hoodie. Listen, y'all. I got some more Christ over culture merch coming, and I got some Kingdom Creatures stuff coming. I got the hats coming. I got bags. I got phone cases. I got everything coming with the Christ over culture and Kingdom Creatures. But thank you so much, Tiana. Thank you so much, Quay, for supporting me. Listen, I love y'all so much for supporting me. It's been long overdue. Figgy said, interesting idea, Blanche, to have men and women come together to learn and understand how to be accountable. Are you the sole author of that idea? Or okay, let me say this, right? Figgy talked to me about doing that show. So Figgy is part of the inspiration. Yes, she's part of the inspiration. So Figgy is a part of the inspiration for the men and the women. So yes, there you go, Figgy. Cruise Missile, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. But listen, y'all, but hopefully this channel can grow, and I really want to be more male empowering. I want to be more relationship empowering, because I'm being told this is the end times. So if this is the end times, then we got to be prepared for the end times. I don't want to go through the end times alone. I don't want to be Mad Max. I don't want to be Mad Max. I want to have a wife and children, and we fight. I want to be in a community where we fight. That's my dream. We got acres of land and we fighting the Antichrist all together. But anyway, listen, I love y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in today on this show. And I'm glad we got to hear from Greg's side of the story. And I've known Greg for over 20 years. And so when she posted that video, I took offense to it for him. Like, nah. Anyway, listen, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all so much. Oh, one more thing. Real Talk Nikki. She always brings up Proverbs. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all real quick before I go. I never knew how good Proverbs was. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'll be reading the Bible sometimes. Most of the times I'll be like, if it ain't like a specific thing, I'll be like, eh. But I've been reading Proverbs every morning. And when I tell you that Proverbs, I'm talking about Proverbs is excellent. And Nikki used to always bring up, listen, when I tell y'all, listen, I actually look forward to reading Proverbs every morning. Like, that's how good Proverbs is. It's crazy. My mind is blown by Proverbs. I'm talking about, I'm reading Proverbs. I'm like, this is, oh my goodness. I'm talking about deep, Tierra. Deep ain't the word. You can take the book of Proverbs, just that one book, and live your whole life. I'm like, the book is that thorough and that, dude. Listen, man. I'm so impressed by God. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. And y'all don't even know. Denise said, glad you moved on from Job. Well, yeah, I have moved on. But anyway, but Proverbs, y'all, listen, Proverbs. But no excuse challenge coming, January the 1st. And then also Brides of Boaz also coming in 2026. So that may be coming like in March, maybe, Brides of Boaz. But anyway, listen, I love y'all, and I will see you all. Oh, she said James is a New Testament of Proverbs. Okay, so so I'm gonna read James next. I'm gonna go Proverbs, then I'm gonna read James. Thank you so much, Nikki. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all, and I will see you all soon. Thank you.